Do you want to know how I stay grounded every day? I don't know about you, but I've been having a very stressful couple of years. I lived in six different places in the span of 2 years, having things in the storage between Italy and the United States. I have developed seven habits that have been helping me so much to stay grounded. Habit number one, I do morning pages every single day. It's simply writing on a diary on a notebook every single morning when you wake up. You put your pen on the paper and you write anything that comes to mind. They help me really stay grounded and start the day in the best way possible. This is a practice that Julia Cameron talks in her book, The Artist's Way, and it's a really good read. It talks about how we tend to repress our creative instinct, not all of us, but most of us. But she believes that there's a creative spirit, there's a creative force in all of us. And I do too. In her book, Julia Cameron talks about much more, not just the morning pages. She makes you exercises, she talks about artist states. Habit number two, I do a gratitude practice. This is something that I do sometimes with the morning pages, where if I feel inspired to do so, I start the day writing down what I'm grateful for. And if I write about other things, I simply think or say in front of a mirror what I'm grateful for. I can be grateful for many, many things. I'm very, very lucky in my life. So although the challenges are there, I express gratitude for any single thing you can imagine. And you can do it in front of a mirror. You can have some gratitude prompts if you don't think about anything you feel grateful for at the moment. Sometimes it happens that we're going through so much, and some days I have a hard time to appreciate what I have. But in those days, it's most challenging, and it's those days it's that when we have to really find the gratitude inside of us by writing it, by saying out loud in the morning. It's really incredible how your life can change this way. Habit number three, I do a daily meditation. I do this every single day, and it's 10 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes. I try to stick with 20 minutes. Meditation is one of these life changing experiences. By now, everybody's talking about it, but I've been doing it for 20 years almost, and has been helping me a lot going through the stressful times. And there's no right or wrong way to meditate. I personally do it by sitting down and taking deep breaths, and thinking about whatever comes to mind. You don't have to simply not thinking. It's not easy not to think about anything. You can use, if you're new to meditation, guided meditation. There's many free resources online on YouTube or other platforms. It's very important to stick to it because it works right away, but it's also like it's something that has definitely a compound effect on our body and mind. Habit number four, I do daily workouts, at least 20 minutes. 20 minutes of anything, walking, lifting weights, doing a yoga class. It's very personal working out. And especially if you haven't worked out for a while, I suggest you to just start maybe walking. The problem is that some people think they have to start doing these huge things, but consistency is key. It's better to do 20 minutes a day and 20 minutes every other day, maybe to start, than to go to the gym, destroy yourself with the weights, and then feeling like you're not gonna go for another week, right? Habit number five, gardening. I just love gardening. It's something that I enjoyed when I was younger, but then I had to move away, so I couldn't really do it. And now that I'm back in Italy, taking care of plants, it's something that it's so relaxing, and I found it so amusing seeing the flowers blooming. It's really hard not to like plants, so it's very grounding and it makes us stay connected with nature, especially if we live in a city, in a place where there's not a lot of nature around us. Having a little balcony, a little window with some plants, it's really nice. Most people say they don't have a green thumb, but honestly, it's something you can develop. Even if you don't have a green thumb, it's something that little by little you can learn how to cultivate. No pun intended. Habit number 6, I cook every day. Every day I cook meals or I batch cooking, I create dishes that I like to make. As you know, in this channel, I do share also lots of recipes. Cooking is very soothing. Even if you don't know how to cook, you can learn. It's like very relaxing. It's something that puts you in the zone. It's something very creative to do. And also you're nourishing yourself, you're nourishing your family. So cooking is an underrated practice for feeling grounded and feeling better. There's anything else I have to say about cooking? I mean, who doesn't love cooking? A lot of people, they want to learn how to cook, they would love to cook, but they don't know how. And I'm telling you, it's easy. You just gotta start. And if you want to start from my cookbook here that I wrote about Mediterranean food and cooking with extra virgin olive oil, it's a free resource I created just for people that really want to get closer to the Mediterranean cooking and lifestyle and they don't know how. Habit number 7 is that I try to have a meaningful face-to-face interaction every single day. I can't believe I'm listing this one as an habit, like you have to force yourself to speak, but personally, I am an introvert. And when you are an introvert, I tend to stay days and days in a house. When I'm dealing with clients, with projects, and I'm in my cave working, then I do interact with clients, but it's not the same as having just meaningful face-to-face interaction with somebody. And now that I live in my little town in Italy, it's different because here it's so easy. It's like it's a small town, we all know each other, and you go to the supermarket, you say hi, bye to everybody, and it's something nice actually, even if it's superficial. In the cities though, it can be different. Younger people now, maybe with this social media and phones, they tend to be more isolated and perhaps not really value those simple interactions or just talking to a random stranger, right? Talking to strangers is something I used to do a lot in New York City because I used to be, working and talking about work, but didn't had always the time to talk to a friend in person. A few months ago, I was walking in Central Park and it was very cold, and I saw this old lady with this beautiful mink coat. Now, for the animalists out there, don't get mad at me. It was a really beautiful coat, and she looked so, I don't know, I liked her. She was all put together nicely and it was very old and she was walking alone. So I said to her, "You got a beautiful coat." And her whole face light up and she said, "Thank you so much. Have a nice day." It's just these little interactions that sometimes can not only make our day, but can make other people's day. And I think that really sums it up in terms of cultivating habits that makes us feel good. Those are my 7, and let me know, what are you doing to feel better? To stay more grounded, basically, because that's what we're talking about, staying grounded in terms of stress. And if you like to cook or would like to learn how to cook, I wrote a free cookbook. You can download it in the link down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to watch this one next.